Guys, Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. Posted a video the other day about roof cleaning, and I mentioned that I use degreaser in my mix. When I'm saying that, I'm talking about using EBC or dragon juice. It's not a caustic degreaser. There's no sodium hydroxide or anything like that. Because, very much so, you would not use a caustic degreaser or hydroxide cleaning the roof. You're not dealing with animal fats there. But I like the penetrating capability of EBC and dragon juice in my mix, and it works better. I've tried it with and without it. I've tried it with just the surfactant. I've tried it with just the degreaser, and I just like I feel like the best results I get is when I put it all together. So again, do whatever, try it out. I mean, most people will just use the surfactant by itself and a cover scent, but I like to use the combo method. So just want to put a little bit of clarification out there. Also, somebody posted about, as far as safety with roof cleaning and stuff, wanted to be able to do it all from the ground. Sure, it's possible to do some houses from the ground, but most roofs we do from the ladder. If you've got the right ladder stabilizer on there, you're not in any jeopardy of falling. If you make sure that you use common sense, you don't put your ladder on an angle, or on a sloping hill without doing something to somehow level that or get the leveling legs or whatever, the springs and stuff. Having a spotter, having a ground guy that's on there. And also just, if you try to spray it from the ground, the further the distance that stream of bleach and water has to go, the more overspray you're going to end up with. So if you can minimize that by being at the roof edge and then aiming it, to those areas that you want to hit, you're only talking 5 to maybe 30 feet, versus if you're on the ground, you've got at least another 10 to 20 feet of distance that it has to spray in order to get to those spots. And especially when you start spraying spots that are further away, you're trying to get to that peak and all. If you're not on a ladder, you're going to have to shoot at a higher arc instead of shooting it, not necessarily straight at it, but certainly a much, instead of being able to get it more direct path to it, you've got to make that bigger arc, and that's going to again contribute to waste, potentially killing plants, and getting stuff on other things. So we get on a very small percentage of the roofs, and again, as mentioned yesterday, do not use, we don't rinse roofs, period, unless somebody's selling it and we've gone over a litany of different, we are making it very clear to the customer, you will lose some granules by rinsing it off, plain and simple. We will do everything we can to reduce and prevent as much of that as possible, but there's literally no way to prevent it when you're forcing a little bit higher power water onto it. Again, we're not using high pressure. You can use a black tip or a really dialed back ball valve, or fully open, just so that it's getting just enough to just dislodge it from the surface. So anyways, have a great day, guys. Thanks.